This is my massive sewer street diorama from Lynn's Labs. I'm gonna break this thing apart and I'm gonna show you how to assemble each of the three different components. Alright, so here are all of the pieces for the leftmost segment of the sewer street. We've got the sewer floor right here, the sewer walls, there are 3 of them, sidewalk street, and the brick wall with the door cut out. Now the accessories for the left half include these sewer grate pieces. You've got the door, of course, and then just some pipe accessories. I also printed this water texture that I'll link in the description as well. You'll see why in a sec. So the back wall has these indents on the front. The 2 side walls, you can see they have, this one right here has the indent going out. That's gonna fit right here. Now you wanna keep in mind that the side walls have the joining element for the top that connects the street and wall to the actual sewer itself. So what I would do first actually is connect the walls to the floor. Now since this is the runoff piece, I want this pipe to face the actual outlet for the sewer, so I want to make sure that I have this wall on the left side. Alright, now I'll put the back wall in. And you can see it starts fitting together pretty easily, pretty quickly. It's that piece of paper with the water texture. You can imagine you can do whatever you want right here, right? Do some clay water dripping out of the pipe. You know, obviously this is just a base standard. You can make it your own, customize it, do whatever you want, weather it, you know, a lot of options. I've got the window grate right here, and it fits perfectly snug. This one's a little trickier. I would definitely recommend super gluing these since once they're in, I imagine you're not trying to take those out. Now I have this pipe piece that connects through the top on both sides. It actually disconnects through the middle, but I super glued it already, so you're just gonna have to see me struggle to put this in right here. Now that that's in, we've got the street and the brick wall. We're gonna put these together first. And then really easily. And last but not least, we've got the door. Now I didn't build the door into the wall itself because I want you to be able to display it however you want. And so if you want to have like a character entering or leaving the building, I think that would be an option, and if you want that, that's cool. A lot of different ways to display your figures. And so you can imagine if you're a toy photographer that you could throw in a couple of accessories, add a few touches of paint, really make it your own and make it something that you want to display your figures on. Some of these little accessories are not included. I just added them just to kind of show you what you can do with this display. So the middle set is also going to include a sewer floor that has this little hole for actually this piece I'm holding right here, and also a handful of accessories, which literally I'm holding in both my hands. So again, we're going to start with the floor and the side walls. And if I haven't mentioned already, by the way, all of these pieces are totally modular, so if you want any specific arrangement of these walls, back walls, side walls, floor, street, if you're 3D printing this, then no problem, you can just kind of arrange it however you want. But if you like don't have a 3D printer and you're ordering these from me, just send me a message or hit me up and I'll definitely sort that out for you. So before I put the top on, I'll show you the accessories for this. I've got these pipe end caps. Those are there so that when the whole kit is put together, you can see the pipe go from one side, and then this is kind of where it theoretically ends. And you'll see why this set doesn't have an overarching pipe in 1 minute. So I've got this vertical pipe with the red valve. So that's the sewer part first. This wall you'll see on the next kit that I build. It also has a hole so you can have characters coming in and out. But actually pretty soon in the future I do want to open up a bigger hole out of these actual bricks, because I think that would look kind of cool as well. So you could have characters coming in and out of the 2 different sewer parts, kind of sort of through this broken wall. I thought that'd be kind of cool. Stay tuned for that. Alright, now the sidewalk, street, and wall piece. The street piece has a hole right here for the manhole. You'll see that in a sec. So here's the manhole cover. I think it actually fits pretty snug. You can kind of like hit this thing around, it's not going to move. But I actually do have one more accessory included with this kit, which is 1/12 scale ladder. So the spike, again, it's not included. I just put it here so you can kind of see that there is a lot of potential here for your display. So let's move on to the last one. All right, same deal. We've got the floor, the walls, the street. This one's pretty light on accessories, but it's a pretty flat base. It has more just solid pieces, solid walls. So like I said, it's just a good base, a good starting point for any sort of customization. It's pretty flat, pretty standard. So for the street piece, this is the window. All right, let's fill it up. And there you go. This is kind of just my idea of having two different styles of displays for one diorama. Right, you've got like this kind of dank dungeon on the sewer end, and then on top, a little skate park action. So again, just showing off that you can kind of do a lot of different things with it. Now, let's put them all together. That's the end, guys. You just saw how actually kind of easy it was to assemble this pretty massive sewer street diorama. I mean, look at this thing. It's huge. Look at my arm. I'm like 5'9". Look at, that's like, it's big. And again, I just can't like stress this enough. You can really display a huge story or kind of like individualized elements. I just love how modular it is. It's also just really easy to throw in a couple extra accessories like broken down motorcycle or a little ramp that just kind of brings the whole diorama to life. So again, real quick, I'll just kind of go over the accessories. You have like these different pipes, the overhead pipes, the end cap pipes, the vertical pipe with the valve, the huge like outlet pipe, as well as these oil barrels and this ladder. But I'm also going to include these wooden crates that I designed a few months ago for a different diorama, because I think that they would go pretty good actually inside the sewers. So if you're a collector, toy photographer, if you're checking this out, make sure you double check the accessories to see which kit, if you're kind of just maybe going for one or two of these, which kit is right for you. Or also, again, like I've mentioned a few times already, just hit me up and I'll set you up exactly how you want. So as always, the files and information for this diorama, all that's going to be on my website, linslabs.net. But if you don't have a 3D printer, still check out my website, link in the description, because I do have physical listings available as well, like I've mentioned a few times. So as always, guys, I really appreciate you making it this far into the video. If you made it this far, that usually means that you're into dioramas or kind of stuff like this. So I would really appreciate it if you liked, commented, and subscribed, because that would also help push my content out on YouTube, which will show this stuff to more people, which I would really appreciate. I'd really like to grow, and I'd really like to get these affordable kits that are modular and a good base to start for customization. I would like to get these kits out to more people. I would like more people to kind of see this kind of thing, because a lot of the alternatives are pretty expensive, and I just kind of want to be that bridge for collectors and toy photographers, nerds, and people alike that just want to have something cool that also doesn't cost so much. Anyways, thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.